Welcome into tonight's matchup between Centennial and Eden Prairie. Should be a good matchup tonight. Centennial, they come into tonight's game with a 3-3 record. Meanwhile, Eden Prairie comes in 6-0, undefeated on the year, ranked number 5 in the state, and Coach Ellen Weesey says that her team is on the roll. You'll want to watch this tonight. They do a full court press, kind of a 1-2-2 full court press, and it could be lethal against the Centennial Cougars. Thanks for joining us tonight here on North Metro TV. Should be a fun one as the Cougars take on the Eagles in tonight's matchup. Upcoming schedule for both teams. Eden Prairie, they take on Irondale on the 28th, and then they take on Chaska on the 29th. Then for Centennial, they take on Stillwater on the 23rd. Then they go on a break. And here we go with the tip-off, and it is won by the Eagles as they dribble up top. Gets the ball to the high post, down low to Holloway. Holloway puts it in for 2, and she is going next year to the University of Minnesota. You're going to be watching her throughout the night. And here's the Eden Prairie press, which Centennial breaks into the corner and dribbled out of bounds by Sydney Cubes. And this will go back to the Eagles. And it looks like Centennial might be putting on a press of their own. Let's see if it's just a dummy press or just to slow down this Eden Prairie offense. And Eden Prairie breaks that, brings it in the front court. Holloway down low to number 32, Savannah Jones, and Savannah Jones puts it in for 2, 4-0, Eden Prairie. And a 3 from the top, no good. Rebounded, no good as well, and Eden Prairie comes down with the rebound, and Holloway brings it up into the corner. That's Lenz up top. Good passing by this Eden Prairie Eagles offense. In the corner for Lenz, unable to get it to go, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Centennial, so Eden Prairie will set up with the ball. Here's Lenz trying to get the ball into the high post. They do successfully get in the high post. They kick it out. Lenz with the dribble drive, puts it up for 2 and misses. Rebound by Centennial, and here they come. Centennial not really sure what to do with the ball. Might get a 5-second call, and the ball gets knocked away by Holloway and out of bounds. So a rough start for the Centennial offense, not really able to get anything going so far. And it's to number 42, Grace Pullman. She controls it up top, gives it up to Camille Cummings, the leading scorer on Centennial. She drives through the lane, puts it up for 2, 17 points a game, and she has the first basket of the night. But on the other end, Eden Prairie gets it to go. That's Annika Anderson, and she gets 2, so 6-2 Eden Prairie. And Centennial breaks the press, and it looks like a blocking foul. That'll go on Savannah Jones. First foul of the evening for either team early on here in this one. Marissa Frost will inbound for Centennial. And a nice hesitation dribble, but unable to get it going. Here comes Eden Prairie. Lenz takes herself, but it is blocked by Autumn McCall. Nice block by McCall on that one. But Eden Prairie will retain possession on the out of bounds. But a good play by McCall. Here's in the corner for Lenz. Lenz with the three, unable to get it to go. Rebound by Holloway. She puts it back up, and the University of Minnesota commit has 4 in this one early on. Here's this relentless press by Eden Prairie. And they break it. Oh, off the foot. Cubes tries to get it in bounds, throws it off a Eden Prairie player. And it will still be Centennial ball. Early on here, 14:50 left in the first quarter, first half, I should say. Thinking NBA. 3 in the corner, no good. But the rebound by Cummings. Another rebound. 3 by Cummings. And she gets it to go. And here's Lenz bringing it up in the front court. Over to Anderson. Anderson gets it down low to Savannah Jones, and Savannah Jones gets it to go. Through the lane, tough pass to handle, but she handles it. Gets up and she is fouled. Grace Pullman going to the line for 2. And talking to Centennial Cougars coach Jamie Sobolik, he said what surprised him about his team so far this year is that they've had moments of strong shooting in the first 4 games. In fact, 7 halves this year with 40% shooting. And I also asked her about what makes Camille Cummings such a good player. Says she has a quick release, doesn't need much space to get up shots, and she has a great mid-range step back. So we'll see it tonight. Both free throws good. And that makes it a 7-10 game as Lenz brings it up. Over to Anderson. Down low to Jones. Lenz to the corner. 3 is good by Murjani. And they force a turnover in the backcourt, but picked up. And timeout by the Centennial coach as he thought a 10-second call was coming there. So timeout. Good to be with you here at Centennial High School. Fun night of basketball as we go towards the Christmas break for a lot of these students. I know particularly I work in education as the other job, and today was my last day. So it was last day before break, so thoroughly enjoyed that as we hear the band. So 13-7 here, Eden Prairie with the lead. And Nia Holloway already has 4 points. I asked coach of Centennial how to stop her, and he said they're going to do a matchup zone and have to break the press. He said she's great on offensive boards, so they're going to need to box her out. And we've already seen 1 offensive rebound for her. And a steal by Holloway. And she brings it into the front court. Over to Anderson, down to Holloway. Double team comes out back to the corner. And here's a 3 up and no good. Rebounded by Grace Pullman, and here comes Centennial. She drives through the lane, unable to get it to go. That was Cummings, and here comes Jones the other way, and a good defensive play by number 24, Autumn McCall. So good defensive play to break up that open layup. Trying to get the ball in. Here's Holloway up top. Just working the ball around, trying to find an opening, trying to get Holloway down low. Just Lenz down to Holloway, but the double team comes and able to poke it away, and here comes Centennial, but the ball is knocked around, and it will be Centennial ball. Marissa Frost to Brown. Inbound, Wadins Wasn't expecting the pass back was Marissa Frost, and it goes out of bounds off of her. So both teams putting on a pretty substantial press, trying to read the other one out. And here's a three up by Anderson, unable to get it to go. Rebound by Jones, and she gets fouled. So she will go to the line for 2 shots. And she's a 5'8", 10th grader is Marissa Frost, or excuse me, Savannah Jones. Excuse me, Savannah Jones, 6'2" senior, or junior, I should say, 8 points per game, but she has a great field goal percentage, shoots 63% from the field, and this year had a season high against Egan, where she had 12 points. She is a force down low. And Cubes back into the game. And a steal by Eden Prairie. And it is off of, that looks like off Centennial, so it will be Eden Prairie ball. And here's Jones looking for a cutter. Instead gets it up top to Anderson. Anderson in the corner to Lenz. And Eden Prairie being patient here, not trying to force anything. Know that they're in control of this game. And a three, no good, but is tapped around. And Anderson gets it. Lenz with the three, she gets it. Lenz with the three-pointer, and it's a 10-point game. And here comes Eden Prairie with the press once again, but they break it. Autumn McCall with the three, unable to get it to go. Rebounded by Eden Prairie. Almost a steal in the backcourt, but Lenz able to get it. Lenz to the corner, down low to Holloway. Holloway up for 2, and she gets it to go. Holloway now with 6 in the game, and Eden Prairie starting to take control as their press is being just relentless so far. Down low, good pump fake. He puts it in for 2. Sydney Cubes with a good pump fake, able to elude the defender and gets it to go. And here's Lenz over to Morjani. Down low to Jones. Good ball movement. Anderson in the corner for 3, unable to get it to go. Rebounded by Autumn McCall. But a steal by Holloway and a spin move. Nice spin move there, but unable to convert on it. And coming in for the Cougars, number 41, KJ Tharp.
Taking for the Eagles, number 22, Ashley Fritz, and number 33, Prairie. Also taking the Eagles.
And Ashley Fritz in for Eden Prairie. Also, number 4, Kylie Bemlett. Here comes Frost with the ball. And gets it over to Cummings. Cummings to Megan Stacy just into the game. Stacy up top to Cummings. Cummings with the 3, and she nails it. Huge 3 by Cummings to keep Centennial in this game and maybe build a little momentum. Here's Holloway in the corner. Good defense by Centennial. But again, Eden Prairie not panicking, just waiting for their shot. And down low, oh, a kick ball. Trying to get it on the high post slip to Holloway, unable to get it there, but a kick ball will result in side out for the Eagles. As Morjani with the ball. Gets it down low, inside to Holloway. Holloway goes up strong, and she gets it to go. 8 points now for Holloway, and she is having her way inside. Through the lane. Oh, just a missed shot right there by Tharp, and here comes the Eagles. Down low to Holloway. Holloway with a nice pass inside, but unable to get it to go. Oh, missed shot right there by Tharp. She's missed 2 bunnies there, unable to get it to go on that one. Here's a 3 up top. Oh, almost rolls in for Morjani. And Stacy tries to drive through the lane, does Stacy, but she traveled. And back in the game for Eden Prairie, Anderson and Lenz. And Haley Mulberry in the game for the Cougars. Here's Anderson. Lenz up top, down low. Oh, a nice move right there by Fritz, but unable to convert the basket. And here comes Eden Prairie. Oh, not anticipating the pass, but a good recovery as Fritz knocks the ball away right there from Cubes. Cummings with the step back 3. Coach was telling me about how she loves the step back 3. He was saying mid-range, but that time got the 3, and she has 10 points. It's a heavyweight battle between Holloway and Cummings right now. Inside, back out top to Lenz. Lenz with the 3. No good, but rebounded. Back to Lenz. Unable to get it to go, and that will be a follow on Marissa Frost. And Lenz will go to the free throw line. And Lenz on the year. She's only a junior, but actually already committed to Illinois State to play basketball next year, or year after next. Averages 4.5 assists per game, 9.2 points per game, and last game had 21 points, so came up big for Eden Prairie in that one. Looks like we got some new subs in as Centennial brings up the ball. Backdoor pass to Cummings. Cummings with a nice shot, unable to get it to go, but it falls right in the hands of Tharp, and she gets it to go. Oh, and a tie-up. Lenz almost with the turnover, but gets it over to number 33, unable to get it to go. And here comes Centennial, as Mulberry will bring it up. Mulberry through the lane, just with that left-handed dribble, out to Pullman. Pullman with an off-balance shot, not able to get it to go. Here's Lenz in the corner. Lenz up top to Anderson. Down to Jones. Back out to Lenz. Lenz for 3. And Lenz knocks it down. She's got 7 tonight. And Cummings with a nice quick release. No good. And rebounded by Lenz as she brings it up. And an and 1 for Ashley Fritz. So she'll get an opportunity at the free throw line. 5'9" junior. And it looks like coming in for Centennial is Litfield. And she gets it to go. So a 12-point game, 28-16. Good defense right now by Eden Prairie. Just nothing doing on this possession. Almost a steal. Midfield with the ball, unable to do anything with it, but she gets it out to Cubes. Cubes hoists a three, no good. Rebounded and brought up by Fritz. Fritz avoid the pressure, thought about the wide open three, but gets it out to Schlegel, and she hits it to widen this Eden Prairie lead. Cummings through the lane, no good. And Eden Prairie has numbers. It looks like we got a foul here on Autumn McCall. So Tori Schlegel will go to the line. 7.3 points per game for Schlegel, the 5'9" ninth grader, so she has got a long career ahead of her, already playing significant minutes, scoring 7 points a game as a ninth grader. And she gets both of them to fall. And here comes that Eden Prairie press. Cummings for three. She gets it to go. Cummings is really what's keeping them into that game. 13 points in the first half. And a steal. But Litchfield unable to get it, make it drop. Down low to Jones. Jones has her way. She knocks it in off the window. And she'll go to the free throw line.
For second, team split. Taking it for the Cougars. Number 25, Anna Perron.
And she gets a go. Both teams have been shooting pretty well at the free throw line. I don't know if we've had a missed free throw yet in this one. Oh, good defense by Lenz, and she gets the turnover. Jones back out, wide open three, and it is good for Tori Schlegel. And Eden Prairie opens up a 20-point lead. Heave down court. Awkward shot by Cubes, and off of Centennial. And Eden Prairie with a chance to build on their lead. Down low to Jones. Jones puts it up for two. And Jones is having her way down low. Both Holloway and Jones absolutely having their way in this one. They're showing why they're the 5th-ranked team in the state. Long arcing jumper, no good. Rebounded by Holloway. And the Eagles reset. Down low to Holloway. Holloway gets fouled. On Anna Perron. Perron, sorry. Excuse me. She'll go to the line. Knocks down the first. Going to be playing for Lindsay Whalen next year is Holloway. 17.7 points per game, and she's got 9 so far. And she gets the second one to go. And again, this relentless plus. Lenz almost gets it, but Cummings with the three, no good. Rebounded by Holloway, and she brings it up. They got numbers. Does Eden Prairie down to Jones. Jones up for 2, and she gets it to go. It's all Eden Prairie right now. And here's Stacy to the top. Cubes for 3, no good. Rebounded and fouled. And one opportunity for Anna Perron, excuse me.
Ball Eagles number 33, Corey Schlegel. Her first, team third.
And that was on Schlegel. And no good on the free throw. I believe that's the first missed free throw on the night for either team. As Lenz will bring it up to the top. Schlegel unable to get it to go. Cubes controls up top, over to Stacy. Stacy to the corner for Pullman. Pullman to Cummings. Cummings through the lane, and a nice block by Jones. But in a good inside pass. But unable to get it to go is Pullman. But she gets it back. 3 women on her, but a block by Holloway. Into the corner for 3, no good. But Jones tips it out to the rebound. Here comes Holloway through the lane, and that is good. Holloway with 12 points already. And a turnover in the backcourt will give Eden Prairie back the ball. And this Eden Prairie defense only gives up 40 points a game. That is remarkable. I was looking at their I was looking at some of their box scores, and some of the games almost only 30 to 20 points per game. So a really good Eden Prairie defense. And coach attributed that to just how great they run the press. The coach is a defensive-minded coach, and Ellen Weesey, she's a defensive-minded coach, and she loves to run that press, and they run it into the ground here at Eden Prairie. And that's what Weesey wanted to do. I was talking to her before. They wanted to get the defensive focused. They didn't want to give up any easy looks. And offensively, she knows she has so many weapons. I mean, she has 3 players who are either next year or the year after that are going to play college ball, whether D1 or D3. One of them going to the University of Murjani, going to the University of UMD. Molly Lenz going to Illinois State year after next. And then Holloway, of course, going to play for Lindsay Whalen and the Gophers. So she knows she has weapons. It's just how do you use those weapons? And Murjani, gets a the corner for Anderson, no good. Oh, excuse me, not Anderson, but Jones with the rebound. Just no answer for Jones down low, and she is dominating down there. And the ball gets deflected away, and here comes Eden Prairie. And it looks like Murjani stepped on the line, so possession will go back to Centennial. Stacy to inbound to Cummings. Up top to McCall. Back to Cummings. And just good defense by Eden Prairie. Step back 3. Off the window, no good. And it looks like we got a tie up down low. And possession arrow will favor Centennial. So Centennial will get it back. 32 seconds in this first half. And Cummings gets the ball knocked away, but she gets it back. And McCall tried to drive, but it was poked away. And a three up top, no good for Slagle. And it looks like a jump ball. It will be Eden Prairie ball. So 9 seconds. Got to get a shot up. Up top. Good for Morjani, the UMD commit. 2 seconds and a deep three off the top of the backboard and no good for Sydney Cubes, and that will do it. A very impressive first half for Eden Prairie as they lead by a score of 51-21, a 30-point lead for Eden Prairie, and we'll be back with the second half coming up next here on North Metro TV.
There's so many rewards in life. You coming into our home was one of the greatest rewards we could have ever had.
You know, it took 20 years, and I got my third child, who was 17 at the time.
It's so cool to watch the adult that you've become, and you really have done as much for us as you think we've done for you.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back. As the Cougar pep band plays, I think it's the Cougar Rouser, I don't know what it's called, but their theme song. Welcome back for the second half as the Cougars inbound. Starters in for both teams. Up top, here's a three, off the mark for Pullman. And Eden Prairie brings it up down the lane. Anderson out to Jones. Jones. And a three up top for Anderson. Gets it to go. That's her 5th point of the night. Cubes up top to Pullman. Over to Cummings. Cummings trying to make something happen. Up top, fakes the three. And an off-balance shot, unable to get it to go. And Holloway with the rebound. Oh, poked away, but she's able to retain possession up to Lenz. Lenz through the lane. Nice hesitation dribble. She gets it to go. Lenz now with 9 in tonight's matchup. Cummings brings it up to the corner for Pullman. Pullman. Looks like it's a 2 on that one. But down the other way, here comes Eden Prairie. And an easy one for Lenz. She's now in double figures with 9. So fast pace. Looks like Eden Prairie has decided not to press up 30. Through the lane, nice bounce pass, but blocked. Pullman tried to go up on Holloway, but Holloway with the block and Lenz with the ball. Down low to Jones. Jones wide open and a nice left-handed finish. It's now 60-23. Centennial, or excuse me, Eden Prairie with the lead. That would have been a heck of a comeback. And a nice between the legs dribble and an easy pull-up. Unable to get it to go, and Holloway with the rebound. Holloway brings it up to Lenz. Lenz to the lane with the left hand, gets it to go. Lenz now with 11 in tonight's matchup. Up top, Cummings unable to get it to go. And Jones brings on the rebound, but it is deflected. But Anderson gets it. Up top to Lenz. No good, but Anderson with the rebound. And then an offensive foul being called on Jones. That's the second one on Jones tonight. But she does have 18 points, so it was really the Jones and Holloway show, as it often is in the first half. Combined 30 points. And here's Cummings through the lane. Mulberry up top. And a miscommunication off of Cummings, and Eden Prairie with possession. Holloway with the three, and it is good. Oh, excuse me, with the two. I must have been inside of the arc. Mulberry up top. To the corner, Cummings. Cummings tries to get something to go, puts up the jumper, in and out, and Holloway clears the rebound. And she just dribbles through two defenders to Jones. Jones with the left hand is good, and she is up to 20 tonight, 66-23. Eden Prairie with a commanding lead. Stacy up top to Mulberry. Mulberry over to Stacy. Stacy drives in. And off of a couple Eden Prairie players' hands, but Holloway with the last one to touch it. And it looks like we got some subs coming in. Tharp for Centennial. Tharp up top. Nice move by Cummings. Cummings with a nice back cut and gets the jumper to go. That was a nice in and out move right there. She has 15 of the 25 points for Centennial. Nice pass inside. Unable to get it to go was Slagle. Through the lane is Pullman. And here comes Lenz the other way. Nice spin move through the lane, unable to get it to go. Cummings for three. And she is on fire tonight. 18 points, 18 of the 28. So over 50% of the points for Centennial, and they've needed every one of them. Down low, good way to get a hand in the lane by Cummings as Centennial brings it. Cummings up top, looks for a screen from Tharp to Mulberry. Mulberry through the lane. Nice left-handed finish by Mulberry. That was not easy, but an acrobatic play as Lenz over to Slagle. And Slagle unable to get it to go. And unsure, not totally sure what happened there. Ref said something to Tharp, but unsure what the confrontation was there. Oh, nice split through the lane dribble, but knocked away. And here comes Eden Prairie. Wide open layup. Unable to get it to go was Fritz. Ashley Fritz in the game for the first time for Eden Prairie. Inside to Tharp. Tharp unable to get it to go. And here comes Lenz the other way. Down low to Fritz. Fritz off balance, no good. And Stacy over to Frost. Frost drives through the lane, over to Pullman. Mulberry tries to get it to Tharp, and an offensive foul drawn by Tori Slagle. Not sure if there was much contact there. Might have been a little bit of a flop, but a good play by Slagle. Either way, she got it. She was able to stand her ground and draw the charge, and now a 36-point lead for Eden Prairie, 66-30. Lenz with the hesitation dribble through the lane to the corner for three. No good. That was Walsh with the three. No, excuse me. That was Fritz with the three. Down low to Tharp. Tharp, a good backdoor cut, but just out of the reach of Frost. A good backdoor cut, a good look by Tharp, but just out of the reach of Frost. As we have 10 minutes, or 10:27 left in the second half, and a jumper, no good. Morjani through the lane, and she gets fouled right there by number 23, Cummings. And Morjani will go to the lane, or to the line, excuse me. And again, she will be going to UMD Duluth next year to play basketball. 10.7 points per game, and she is lethal from behind the three-point line. Shoots 48% on the year from three, and she hits the first free throw. And the second one is good for Morjani. As Cummings brings it up. Good in and out by Frost, but no good on the shot. To the corner for three, no good. But it is rebounded by Anderson. And a good effort to keep it in by Morjani, but it will be Centennial ball. Good pass inside, but unable to get it to go was Pearson. And another shot, no good. And here come the Eagles. Morjani with the jumper. She's got 9 on the night. So a 40-point lead for the Eagles, 70-30. Pullman for three, and she gets it to go. Pullman with the three, that's her 7th point of the night. Here's Anderson through the lane, nice left-handed dribble, and she puts it out the window for two. Cummings. Nice hesitation, back out for Frost, no good. And a good box out by Morjani to get that ball, keeping Cummings away from it. It looks like Fritz's feet moved before the ball did, and that will be a turnover for Eden Prairie. And Frost brings it up with the left-handed dribble to the corner. Frost with the back cut, but good defense by Eden Prairie. And it'll tie up in the corner, and Eden Prairie comes out of there with it. And a jumper, good for Slagle. That's her 10th point of the night. Corner three, no good. And Perron makes a jog at the ball, unable to bring it in. And Cubes back into the game for, Valaton into the game for Eden Prairie. And that three is good. And Eden Prairie in full control of this one. Cummings still trying to make something happen. Spin move, but she loses the ball. Up top to, and a little bit of a hook on that one by Valaton. And so side out, Centennial. Cubes will inbound. And Vanessa Jordan into the game for Eden Prairie. Cummings for three, no good. That goes off of a Eden Prairie player. So Cummings still trying to get to 20. She's got 18 so far. Her average is 17, so she's already surpassed that. And the jumper for Cummings, good, and she gets the 20. Cummings with 20 of the 35 points for Centennial. And Lauren Rice with the ball right now. Over to Jagger. To Valaton, and no good. And Frost to Cummings. Cummings with that step back jumper that she loves. No good on that one. Passes it down low, but a good defense by Centennial to converge on that one. And Frost through the lane to the corner to a wide open Rice for three, no good. But rebound. And that was Cubes with the bucket. She has 4. Good motion offense here by Eden Prairie, but that shot won't go for Valaton. Cubes with possession over to Frost. Frost through the lane to the corner for Anderson. Anderson for Perron, and she goes through the lane. No good. Good pass to the corner. And it goes in the hands of Jagger. Knocks it in for 2. That's her first points of the night. And looks like we got a timeout, just a substitution timeout. Wholesale changes here for Centennial. And just starting to get some of the younger players in, get them some experience. Good to see in a game like this. Who knows who they're going to need later on the season, so might as well give them a try, give them some minutes. And it means a lot to these kids as well to get some varsity. I know because I was that kid in high school. Oh, a good drive through the lane by Stacy. Down low, tough pass to handle for Jagger. A lot of velocity on that one, and she only got one hand on it. Drive baseline, and she gets fouled. That is Allie Geyer, 5'9", sophomore guard. So she'll go to the line. Oh, just rims out. And Mulberry. And some more changes for Eden Prairie. She gets the second one to go. So 40-79 here. Just moving the ball around, trying to find nice crossover by Denon, and she puts up a shot, unable to get it to go, and looks like a foul on the floor. And that was on Yeager. And a good pass to number 22, Walsh, and she can't get it to go. One 1:25 here left in the second half, and a double team down low. Looks like going to be a foul on Mulberry. She didn't like the call, but it will just be a side out. No free throws on this one. And a nice play by Ella Hardwick. Saw her in the JV game. She played a big part in it. To the corner three. Good! And the bench goes wild for Allie Geyer, and she hits a big three. Good for her. And both teams playing hard till the end here. It's tough. It's tough when you're down by a lot, but it's a good opportunity to see some of the lesser utilized players get their time in the spotlight. It's been a fun game. It's definitely fun to see Holloway tonight. She's going to U next year. See her play for Lindsay Whalen. Also Cummings, great player. She put up 20 tonight. As looks like Eden Prairie will milk down the final seconds in this one. 10 seconds left. And that'll be your final, barring a hoisted three, but it looks like we won't get it. 81-43. Eden Prairie gets the victory tonight. A strong showing by Eden Prairie, who only gives up 40 points a game. Tonight they give up 43, but I'm sure they will take it. Again, 81-43 tonight. Eden Prairie comes away with the victory. Coming up next for each team, Centennial, their next game is actually on Thursday against Stillwater, and then they will go on a break. Nothing before Christmas for Eden Prairie. They will play Irondale on the 28th, and then Chaska on the 29th. For North Metro TV, my name is Gabe Anderson. Have yourself a great night. Again, Eden Prairie victorious 81-43. Have a great night.